and how he plays team fights, so that's one way to look at it.
It also hopefully will erase one of the problems that CLG has had, is that they
top
have
scuttle crab, but that leaves the opening. CLG saw him go topside, so they want blood.
This is going to determine a lot, I think. The first blood goes over to FBI. It's a 2-for-1 for EG and Contra. Game number one, it was closer to the 6.5, 7 minute mark, so not quite as fast. But the biggest detail is the fact that it's still well before the first Rift Herald spawn.
First, though, they weren't able to make a play out of it before Inspired was able to catch up and get his level 6. Now they're both topside as well into a Cassante, which is not where you want to make any dangerous plays.
Ooh, Someday's all out. Dokla tries to get away. Someday wanted to jump in front of him, stop that ulti from being able to get all the way away. Meanwhile, here in bottom lane, 2v2 is not going the way of Evil Geniuses. Luger and Poom just destroy Vulcan before FBI can do anything about it. And CLG's bot lane is trying to flex muscles here a little bit. FBI wants to fight back now in a 1v2. The Feathers don't find the EG80 carry. Poom nearly just gets auto-attacked to death. FBI loses Crescendum, but now what about the fight after? Luger goes in for the ulti, and FBI wants to fire back. Both sides incredibly low. Poom takes an auto-attack, has to flash.
Inspired gonna use it here. The reason why you do this as EG is because if CLG don't come to answer, then you can get a 2-turret trade. So I would like to see EG continue to usher that Rift Herald up and get 2 turrets for 1, because CLG got a lot of turret plates by hand with their Rakan and Xayah as well. And you really want the value. Secondary, these turrets right here are worth 800 gold.
It's a lot.
To your team.
Bottom side though, Someday getting dove. 4 players from CLG after this tier 1 turret and after the Evil Geniuses top laner. Poom just dies to the turret. That can't be the intention. Someday, casually 1 versus 4. Palafox tries to get back out of the range. Contracts and Palafox.
Is the call out there. I guess the only problem with that game plan would be that there is a stopwatch purchase from Vulcan. Even though he doesn't have flash, he does have stopwatch, so a little bit more.
Talking about Kobe, couple minutes before an objective comes up, blow a critical summoner spell, make a high value.
I guess ultimate is back up. CLG have been able to wait for the cooldown now.
Jojo also at half HP. The Veigar eating some of that poke from the Jace. There's that mid lane.
Patience is a virtue. Determination there from CLG. They return. Doesn't walk up to the brush until his team gets there. This is a little bit of Jojo bait.
Yep, this is them saying, all right, come get him. And sure enough, they take the bait. But can EG get the punish they were looking for? Dokla's here on the front, and they want to go after the frontliner of CLG. The Scion is tanky, but he will finally drop, and it's Someday getting the kill. CLG, their 80 carries back in the mid lane, gonna get that wave shoved up now. Dokla's dead body slowly running out of juice, and he's out of the picture with no summoner spells, but Vulcan is about to die. He will fall, but if he's traded for Palafox, EG are gonna be just fine with it. Someday goes all out, and Luger's his target, but now he's gotta be careful because the rest of EG's not here yet. Evil Geniuses, 4 versus 3 on the map for another 15 seconds. They're gonna start up the Baron.
They surely are, and they're gonna burn through it pretty quickly here. Poom's gonna get a Scryers for vision, 6,000 health and dropping.
This is dangerous though. Contracts his poke, has Jojo and Someday both very low. EG really want to commit for this. They want to go after the Baron. Luger goes in. He nearly kills Someday, but he ain't quite gonna get him. FBI, he has the Severum, but how much is CLG gonna commit to this? Jojo has flash to get out of the back of the pit if he can. FBI has no sums. Inspired's ready to go in. They want to turn this one around. Luger is low and they take him out, but FBI is going to be traded back. Now Inspired's killed second. Jojo wants to get away, but Palafox puts up.
That was pure and simple Jojo bait. EG, they played the long con here. Jojo gave Flowers, eyes on FBI.
You got it.
He has no flash on Aphelios, but Contracts is already dead. He gets caged. He's actually dead already.
He just gets popped, and EG get a Drake for it.
Man, see about the replay on a extra kill as well over in their favor. Now Jojo got. Never mind.
Oh, Luger gets grabbed there, but the problem is FBI is now in trouble too. They gotta try to defend their AD carry, but FBI's about to die, down to 100 HP, trying to get away, but Dokla takes them out. CLG looking for more. Someday protecting Vulcan and Inspired as they make their exits, and CLG off the back of a blunder from their jungler, turn things around and find a pick on the enemy AD carry.
Big Dokes with the Scion ultimate. Rakan and Sion engage from CLG. They get one back. They allow Palafox to push out on top side too. Since they've got a rotation here, they can move everybody up towards this top side. Maybe.
Oh, Inspired face checking a brush there with Poom and Luger both ready. Evil Genius is going to rotate their mid laner up here to the top side now to try to save the tier 2 turret, but Palafox already cleans it up.
Back.
There are no Scryer trinkets available on Evil Geniuses. They have to check this normally. Death sentence over the wall. Inspired jumps in. EG thinking about contesting this one. Inspired gets chunked, and the Baron.
Certainly got all the vision control moving up. EG are trying to make a power move to push out mid first, though, and possibly rotate over 4.
As FBI gets hit with an accelerated shock blast, loses a chunk of health for that one. Poom looking for the chance to go in here. Someday trying to escape any sort of engage from CLG as Inspired goes for an ulti, but Palafox kills FBI. And that just means it's a green light for CLG to keep this one going. JoJo's gonna get jumped on next, and CLG scare everybody away.
Jace, two-shotting people here. CLG will get that dragon. With the Baron, they can also rush in too and take out at least inhibitor turret. JoJo trying to put up a cage here for defense, but it's not gonna be enough. The onslaught from CLG will not stop.
Dokla's the only one JoJo could hit, and that doesn't do anything for the EG defenses. JoJo's about to die. He stays alive and kites back. He should make it back into the fountain, but Evil Geniuses are desperately trying to defend their base here. As you can see, Inspired loses clone, still barely alive on the main Wukong himself, as now he does fall, and CLG are seeing what else they might get. Dokla should die here. FBI cuts him down with the auto attacks. FBI goes in for a second. He's found contracts. Wants to keep looking. Palafox and Luger both trying to get away. JoJo wants to cut him off. He's got the speed boost after the teleport here. A little bit of dark matter over the wall. Won't hit anybody. FBI has that green gun. He can snipe at these guys. Palafox and Luger, they're trying to get away. They want to go for a cheeky recall. Volca, I don't know what the hell that was, but now he's dead. Palafox goes back over the wall. He's on FBI. EG, they screwed around and they found out. CLG go after him and they cut him all to pieces.
This is the CLG that people wanted to see. Palafox and Luger, they're not going to try and escape. They're going to turn that one right back around. Vulcan gets bopped, then FBI gets out for Palafox. And then Luger says, I've got flash, I can follow you. Poom is
dead. Unlucky. Inspired going in after Luger. Looking to make this one a 2-for-1 deal. Inspired is low, but Luger is dead.
I guess so, but in the end, doesn't matter. Teleport got interrupted, plus...
Ooh. They want Someday. He pops the Gargoyle Stone Plate. He pops the Flash. Someday's just trying to get out of town now as he finds the Q3. FBI's coming around from the side. Palafox in a lot of danger. If they're able to blow him up, that's going to be a problem, but FBI's now very low too. Evil Genius is ready to fight back, and FBI goes on a killing spree. Dokla's here in the front line, soaking so much damage, but there's none being traded back from the side of CLG. A double kill over to FBI. Dokla's body's trying to get something back, but FBI's already got a triple kill now with the contracts. Luger fights out a little bit, but there's another kill. FBI
gets caught on Cassante, only to ult Palafox, the most fed member, the level 18 out. The damage is done. Look at the CLG backline now. They're separated from the rest of the team. EG can kill these frontline tanks without the threat. And the cage even catching Luger there.
There on JoJo, but they want to punish him. Poom's ready to go in and try to catch the Evil Genius's mid laner. Poom takes a decent chunk of damage there, but now they should be able to find him. JoJo's job now is to buy as much time as he can. He wants to throw out a little bit more CC. Palafox is low. Dark matter coming down. JoJo's still trying to stand and fight. Poom just barely escaping from that one. JoJo is spamming these spells like an absolute madman. Finally, he drops, but he takes Palafox with him. EG will take that.
Oh, JoJo the dodgeball king. Here we go. They're not done yet. Flowers FBI with Baron buff. Teleport coming right back in from Someday.
It was so important there for JoJo to kill Palafox because now the biggest threat on CLG is not around for the defense. EG, 4v4 in the enemy base, 40 seconds on either mid laner. Palafox will respawn ready to battle, and JoJo can TP in once he's back on the Rift now too. Inspire takes a chunk of damage. FBI's the target. Most important man on the map right now. He steps up. He's still ready to try to bait these guys in further, but with their frontliner inside. I was really close, and also for those of y'all who are paying attention to the tooltip that just came up, thank you observers. Yeah, that does say 1,559 damage on a 2.19 second cooldown. This is why earlier we were talking about the fear of letting this game go any further than it has to if you're on the CLG side. FBI and JoJo just gonna knock down the second inhibitor here. It's the CLG base that's now under a lot of pressure. Look at the Nexus turrets, they're about to die, but FBI might be in danger now too. He gets his positioning back and fires out the Moonlight Vigil. Evil Geniuses looking to protect their carries as Dokla tanks up damage on the front line. EG still looking for a chance to go for the throat. FBI's got the Infernum, and he's got the range too. They want to use Decimating Smash to try to defend, but it won't matter. CLG going in. They know they have to try something here and now. Inspire's going to be forced to the side, but FBI's already dominating. Inspire's staying alive. Luger's under pressure. He can't get the damage he needs. FBI found the double kill. Evil Geniuses are just making easy work out of them. CLG has lost the game. They have lost the series, and EG are back in style. They will 3-0 their opponents and punch their ticket to the next round.